This is not my usual content, and I do want to add a trigger warning to anybody who's going to stick around and watch this video in its entirety. On March 15th, my 14-year-old daughter was not acting like herself. I felt that she needed food and she needed to get some rest. By March 17th, that Friday, she was completely manic. We decided to take her to the emergency room, in which she was promptly admitted. She had an admitting blood pressure of 145/99, and her heartbeats per minute were 110. She could have stroked out. We could have lost her that day. They did a slew of tests, including blood work and a CAT scan. They also did a urine screening. They pumped her full of fluids and also gave her medications to get her heart rate to slow down and get her blood pressure to drop. Physically, they stabilized her, but mentally, she was at a very heightened state of psychosis. She was transported to another facility in which they did more extensive testing and asked more questions, and we were able to start putting pieces together and figuring out what was going on with my daughter. It was determined that she had ate an edible that was laced with a dangerous unknown substance, and she received this edible from a friend. Do I think that it was done with malicious intent? I don't. But I still had to make sure that I reached out to the parent of this friend so that I could let them know what their child had in their possession. My daughter is still hospitalized to this day. While she has made strides physically, mentally, she has been on one hell of a roller coaster ride. I know we teach our children about accepting things from strangers. But how often are we telling them about accepting things from friends or people that they do know? Because at the end of the day, none of these people are chemists. They don't know about height and weight requirements. They don't know about someone else's metabolism. And something that they think is completely innocuous can turn out to have devastating consequences. Fortunately, my daughter is still here. But it aches my heart to think about all of the young teenagers and their parents who have not been as fortunate after having a situation like this happen. I have always empowered my children, and I have always wanted them to be the very best version of themselves. I've wanted them to know that they are powerful, and they are brilliant, and they are smart, and they are beautiful, and they are handsome and special just the way that they are. But even the most resilient of children can still fall victim to the pressures of their peers. And in this day and age, being unique and standing out doesn't seem to be very appealing. And that will be a battle I continue to fight, and I encourage all parents and guardians to continue to do the same thing and understand that mistakes will be made, and grace is always supposed to be extended. Because coming down on my daughter at this point will only do more harm than good. I told her that I was proud of the fact that she did take accountability. She could be like the cat who ate the canary and pretend like she had no idea why she was experiencing what she was. And now I'm just patiently waiting for her to be released so that she can come home, so that I can continue to empower and support her, so that she can be more confident and more secure in who she was made to be. If you're a parent or a guardian, share this with your children. Don't let them be naive to think that something like this can't happen to them.